Hello friends, welcome back to Laravel tutorial. In this video, we are going to discuss about Laravel Eloquent concept. So Eloquent is an object relation mapper, or you can say ORM. Okay, so that is included by default within the Laravel framework. Actually, the main purpose of ORM is to managing database. You can create, insert, or you can select data easily without writing any raw queries. So let's see. I am going to show you how Eloquent is working. So here Laravel 11, it is the database, and I just going to create a table, and I want to fetch that data with the ORM. Okay, so let's go and let's create a model. PHP artisan make model. Let's say my model name is student, and I already discussed about the migration. So I am using migration to create the table structure. So let's enter, and it will actually create a student model and with a migration. So let's go, and if you go to the Visual Studio Code, you can see in the database section we are getting in the migration, this is the create students table. So this is the structure of our students table. Currently this is id and timestamps. I already discussed about the migrations concept, and if you check into the model sections, app models, you will get the student model. So these two files are created. Okay, so here all are class based. We are creating relations between the object. Okay, so here I just simply going to create two fields, like a table, and I just going to add a name. So data type is string type data, and here write name, and another column I want to add like a table, another string type of data, and here I just going to add email. Okay, so these two. Okay, so now if you just going to migrate these things, actually this will migrate and the new students table will add into my database. Along with that and table, there will be id, name, email, and another two column, that is the timestamps, that is you can say created at and updated at. And here we are going to use the allocate relations. So make sure you are using the InnoDB database engine, so that this will support the relations. Okay, so simply if you not provide anything, or if you are using your by default database not InnoDB, simply you can specify also your engine type, that is InnoDB. So simply write INNODB. This is a capital. Okay. Now let's migrate these things. So PHP artisan migrate. So it will migrate the table. Okay. So it's migrated. Now just refresh, and here you will get the students table, and this is the InnoDB. And let's go to the structure. So you will see name, email. This is the column I created, and by default Laravel provided this id, created and updated. So you know all the things. Okay, so now I just going to add some data, quick data. So I already created a seeder. So if you just go to the database seeder section, you will find the database seeder, and here I just included these things, and using the faker we will insert some data. I need some data to get or to test Eloquent. Okay, so how this Eloquent is working. Now this is the faker, and this is the seeder file. So you know how to run this. I already discussed in my previous video in the playlist. So playlist link are provided in the description sections, you can check. So I am going to seed the database PHP artisan db seed. So it will migrate some data. Okay, so seeding the database. Now just go here, you will get some data. You will get 10 records, as we are added here 10 records. Okay, so all are done. Now let's close these things. Now I want to fetch this data with the allocant query. Means we will not write any query. So let's create a student model. So PHP artisan make model and student control, sorry, make controller student controller. Okay, so it will create a student controller. So just go here and write student controller, and let's into the app http controller we'll get the student controller. Now I want to use this model to fetch the data. So let's create a functions. So public function, let's create student list. Okay, now just here we'll use the student. So we need to use this namespace here, means use app models student. Okay, so we are using the student model, so we need to define that we are using student model from the student controller. Okay, so let's create in this way student, and let's get the data. So simply you can write gets. Actually it will use like select star from students. Okay, now just take a variable that is the result variable, and let's return this data. So return result. Okay, now just go to the routes web.php, and here just include the student controller, so that from the route this can understand we are going to use the student controller. Use app http controller and the student controller. Great. Now I just going to create a route so that we can access from the browser. So we'll use the get route, and here write student list, and here write student controller class, and then the function name. So what's the function name? This is the method name is student list. Function method you can say whatever. Okay, so just go here and let's check whether data is appearing or not. Student list, and here you can see all the data we are getting. There's a 0 to 9, there's a 10 record we are getting. Okay, so this is the Eloquent query. We don't need to write any SQL queries, right? So actually these are equivalent to select star from students. Now if I want to get some data, means id is 1, then how can I do this? So simply write where clause here, where id, sorry, id 1. So you will get this record, only record for 1. Okay, so in this way we can get access of these things. Actually this is the Eloquent basic things. Now when you're going to create a applications, there may have multiple tables, means we need to create a relations between one or multiple tables. That time we need Eloquent relations, so we'll discuss about that things next video. Please like and subscribe this channel for upcoming video. Thank you.